Hey y'all, this is Jamie. Welcome back to my channel, and in today's video we are doing video 3 in my Cruelty-Free Declutter series. Today I am decluttering my face products, so that includes bronzers, blushes, and highlighters. But before we get into that, make sure that you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video twice weekly. Also be sure to give this a thumbs up if you like this series, if you like this video, or if you just want to give me a thumbs up. That would be wonderful. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it. Alright, so in this video we are moving on to a little bit bigger categories. So in my primers, foundations, concealers, powders, I don't wear those products as often, so I do not have as many in each of those categories. However, for face products, I like bronzers, I love highlighters, so I do have a bit more. I have 2 bags filled with stuff that we are going to go through today. So this includes, like I said in the intro, it includes blush, bronzers, and highlighters. So that is in powder form, liquid form, it is in singles, it is in palettes. I'm going to be going through and decluttering all of the products that are brands from non-cruelty free, all of those that are from brands that are not cruelty free. And like I said in my last 2 videos, if you have not seen my last 2 videos decluttering my primers and foundations in video number 1 and then concealers and powders in video number 2, I will link that playlist up in the cards above as well as down below. You can go check that out. Like I said in those videos, I will either be giving them to friends and family, donating them, or throwing them away if they are almost empty or if they are really old. So let's get started. Alright, so we are first going to, I'm going to kind of just do this by type. So I was just going to do everything all together, but we need to be at least slightly organized. So first up we have blush. So the first product I'm going to talk about is one I haven't actually tried. This is the Revlon Photo Ready Cheek Flushing Tint. This is in the shade Flashy, shade 2. So this comes in like a little paddle applicator. It's a liquid blush. I had read that for those who have freckles, it's best to use either a liquid or cream blush. I bought this to kind of try that out. However, Revlon is not a cruelty-free brand, so I will be getting rid of that one. Then next up, this one came in the like Muru Muru Baby Butter box. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Blush. This is in the shade Natural Glow. This is a very shimmery blush. I actually really love it. It's really creamy, very buttery. It has a slight shimmer to it. I love having as much of a glow on my face as possible, so I actually really like kind of glowy, shimmery blushes. Physicians Formula is a cruelty-free brand, so I will be keeping that. Then next up, I actually have 3 blushes from Wet n Wild. So we have the Color Icon Ombre Blush in the shade The Princess Daiquiris. We have the Color Icon Cream Blush in the shade Rose and Peace. And then we have the Color Icon blush in the shade Pearlescent Pink. A lot of people say this one is a dupe for the NARS Orgasm blush. Wet n Wild is going through a bit of a, crisis right now in their cruelty-free status. So I am putting Wet n Wild products aside. I'm not going to be using them. I'm not going to be featuring them on my channel. If we finally come to a cruelty-free conclusion, I will start using them again. And then lastly, for the blushes, we have the Essence Matte Touch Blush. This is the newest blush to my collection, and this is in the shade Blossom Me Up. This is a really nice matte blush, a really nice mauve color, kind of a subtle blush. I've really been enjoying it, and Essence is cruelty-free, so we will be keeping that. Alright, so next up, moving on to bronzers. So first up, I do have 2 of the Butter Bronzers. As you can see, I am almost out of this one. Well, not almost out, but I've definitely hit pan. So I have 2 different shades. This one is in the original bronzer shade. This one came in the Muru Muru Baby Butter box. And then I have the regular size Sun-Kissed Bronzer. Physicians Formula, as I said before, is cruelty-free, so we'll be keeping those. Then up next, I got this one in Gratis from working at Sephora. This one, I believe, it actually doesn't say anywhere on here the name of the brand, but it has that little like 3 rose emblem on it, so I think that is Lancome's kind of logo. It is a star bronzer Lumiere Natural Glow 1. I think I used this a couple of times. It actually wasn't my favorite, but Lancome is not a cruelty-free brand, so I will be getting rid of that. Next up, we have the All Over Glow Bronzing Powder from RK by Kiss. This is a baked bronzer. I actually don't use this quite often, but RK by Kiss is a cruelty-free brand, so I will be keeping that and maybe using it a little bit more. Next up, we have from Wet n Wild. This is the Color Icon Bronzer, I believe. This is kind of the new packaging and new shade. This is the shade Ticket to Brazil. A really nice warm-toned bronzer, but as I have stated before, Wet n Wild is in the gray area, so I will be putting this aside, not getting rid of it, but not using it or featuring it on my channel. Then next up, we have the Lottie London Tan Time Bronzer. This is a somewhat new addition to my bronzer collection. This is in the shade Light Medium. This one, I've really been enjoying lately. I think it's really nice. It's really soft, really buttery. It reminds me a little bit in texture of the Butter Bronzer a little bit. Lottie London is a cruelty-free brand, so I will be keeping that one. And then next up, this is actually one of my favorite bronzers. As you can see, I have hit pan. It is also, you know, falling apart. Uh-oh. That fixed it, yeah. This is in the shade Sunkissed Sunlight. It is the Rimmel Natural Bronzer. I really enjoyed this bronzer, but Rimmel is not a cruelty-free brand, so I will be getting rid of that one. And then finally, this is one of the newer, if not, yeah, this is the newest bronzer to my collection. It's actually kind of hard to find drugstore bronzer sticks. I found this one at Ulta. This is the LA Girl Velvet Bronzer Stick, bronzer and contour stick. This is in the shade Suede. I actually have really been enjoying this. It's a great color for my skin tone. It goes on pretty easily. It blends out pretty well. I've really been enjoying it. And LA Girl is a cruelty-free brand, so I will definitely be keeping that one. Okay, so moving on to my largest collection of these three, my highlighters. Let's start with this one. So this is the Hard Candy Rose Gold Highlighter. This has kind of the three shades. I really like just swirling my brush in all three. Hard Candy is a cruelty-free brand, so we will be keeping that one. Okay, then moving on to this one. This one I got in a beauty subscription box. This is the Dirty Little Secrets Baked Highlighter in the shade Bellini. I actually haven't used this yet. It's a really cool color, and it's a little more wearable once you kind of blend it out. It's a little more of a wearable color than you would think just by looking at it. Dirty Little Secrets is a cruelty-free brand, so we'll be keeping that one. Then this right here is from J.Cat Beauty. This is the You Glow Girl Baked Highlighter in the shade Crystal Sand. This one, J.Cat Beauty, is a cruelty-free brand, so we'll be keeping that one as well. Then moving on, this is the Mega Glow Highlighting Powder from Wet n Wild in the shade Precious Petals. Really, really pretty highlighter, really blinding highlighter if you like that. And it's a perfect shade if you're kind of a light medium to medium skin tone. But this will be going with the rest of the Wet n Wild products set aside. And then moving on, this I also got from working at Sephora. This is the NARS Miss Liberty Highlighter. It's a really pretty shade. It's kind of my perfect shade. However, NARS, as I was saying in my concealer video, NARS just recently lost their cruelty-free status because they started selling in China, so I will be getting rid of that one. This one right here I actually just got in my June Ipsy bag. This is the Sugar Contour de Force Mini Highlighter in the shade Champagne Champion. Really pretty shade. I'm actually excited about trying that. I haven't tried it yet, but it's very soft and it looks it looks quite blinding. But Sugar is a cruelty-free brand, so I will be keeping that, testing that one out. Then we have the e.l.f. Highlighting Pearl Paint. This is in the shade Pink Lady. This one is really pretty. I think I first tested this out in my $50 e.l.f. makeup challenge. e.l.f. is a cruelty-free brand, so we will be keeping that one. Right, next up we have the Neutrogena Glow On Liquid Highlighter. This is in the shade Supernova. This was a really pretty highlighter. If any of y'all have watched my channel for any length of time, I love liquid highlighters. I love cream highlighters. It's actually my favorite kind of highlighters. I was really excited when I got this. It's really nice, really pretty, very natural looking. Unfortunately, Neutrogena is not cruelty-free, so I will be getting rid of that. Alright, next up, this is the Sleek Strobe Dome Face Highlighter, and this is in the shade Pink. Yeah, I need to use this a little more often because it's really pretty. It's a great shade for my skin tone. Sleek Makeup is cruelty-free, so we'll be keeping that. Then next up, this is the Benefit What's Up Highlighter. Really pretty color. How much more highlighter do I need on my hand? The limit does not exist. I really like this formula. Unfortunately though, Benefit is not cruelty-free, so I will be getting rid of that. And honestly, I'll probably throw this away because I want to say that I've had this for years. My mom used to do Birchbox, and I want to say this came in her Birchbox from like years ago. So I will probably be throwing that one away. Alright, then next up we have this one from the brand Found. These are the Radiant Illuminating Drops. This is actually one of the products in my Project Pan for this year. It's a really pretty, really natural glow from within highlighter, and Found is a cruelty-free brand, so we will definitely be keeping that. Then next up we have the RK by Kiss All Over Glow Highlighting Powder. It is a baked highlighter, kind of similar to the J.Cat Beauty, if I can open it. Yeah, kind of similar to the J.Cat Beauty. This one is a little bit more of a gold tone, a little bit darker. But yeah, it's a little scratchier than the J.Cat Beauty one. So I do like the J.Cat a little bit better than this one. RK by Kiss is a cruelty-free brand, so we will be keeping that one. Alright, next up we have the brand Estate. This is their Do Me Baked Highlighter Powder in the shade Afterglow. Estate is a cruelty-free brand, so I will be keeping that one. Then next up I have two Colourpop highlighters. This is the Super Shock Cheek Pearlized Highlighter in a Smile and a Song from the Disney Designer Collection. Really pretty, really cool texture, as I've said before. And then this one right here is from the Disney Villains collection. This is the Super Shock highlighter in the shade, well, this is Dr. Facilier, Meet Me on the Other Side. Really pretty. I don't as much use it on my cheeks. It's a little dark, but I love using this brushed on my eyelids, kind of with the bronzer in the crease, and brush this across the eyelids. It's so pretty. Colourpop is cruelty-free, so I will definitely be keeping both of these. Then next up, also from the Muru Muru Baby Butter Box, this is the Physicians Formula Butter Highlighter in the shade Pearl. This one is actually a little light for me, so I haven't really used it. I have a feeling if I do use it, it'll probably be kind of an inner corner brow bone highlight. Physicians Formula is cruelty-free, so we'll be keeping that one for now. Then this one we have right here is from Lottie London. It is the High Glow Jelly Hybrid Highlighter, and this is in the shade Ultra. So this is one of those jelly highlighters that has been such a trend recently. Lottie London is cruelty-free, so we will be keeping that one. Then next up we have from Essence the Pure Nude Highlighter in the My Highlight. This is actually, I think this was the first highlighter that I ever bought. Essence is a cruelty-free brand, so we'll be keeping that one. Then next up we have the Revolution Beauty, Makeup Revolution, whatever you want to call it, Vivid Baked Highlighter in the shade Radiant Lights. This I haven't used as much either, even though it feels very soft. It's a lot softer than the RK by Kiss one, so I really should use this a little bit more. But Revolution Beauty, Makeup Revolution is cruelty-free, so we'll be keeping that one. And then right here we have from Tarte the Twinkle Stick Highlighting Stick in the shade Spotlight. I love this. I love this a lot. Tarte is a cruelty-free brand, so we'll be keeping that one. Alright, so then these two products kind of have to do with each other because I bought one to replace the other. For a long time, this one was one of my favorite products, like, period. Not just highlighter, one of my favorite products. This is the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion Natural Glow Enhancer in the shade Light Glow. I absolutely love it. It is so pretty. It is such a natural look on the skin, a very nice glow. I loved it. It's great for it's great for any part of your body. I sometimes would put it on my shoulders if I was wearing a sleeveless top. I loved it. Unfortunately, L'Oreal is not a cruelty-free brand, so that put me in a bit of a pickle and had me kind of searching everywhere to see if I could find a dupe or a replacement for it, and I think I have found it. This is the Milani Soft Focus Glow Complexion Enhancer. This is in the shade 1 Nude Glow. It comes in a pump, which that is cool. I've really been enjoying this. I think it's very similar to the Lumi Glotion. It has a really pretty, it's a little bit lighter of a shade. I'm really happy that I've been enjoying this because it has made me not miss the L'Oreal one as much. But yeah, Milani is a cruelty-free brand, so I'll be getting rid of the L'Oreal one, keeping the Milani one. Alright, so lastly, these are all my palettes. So some of them are face palettes and have blush, highlighters, and bronzers in them. Some are just highlighting palettes. I will go ahead and give you a bit of a spoiler. We're keeping them all. These are all cruelty-free brands. So we have e.l.f. right here. This is my Modern Metals face palette that has highlighters and blushes in there, so we will be keeping that. Also from e.l.f., this is the Total Face palette that has a highlighter, a bronzer, and 2 blushes. We will be keeping that one. Then from Naked Cosmetics, this is the Holographic Highlighter Collection. I actually have used this more than I thought I would, so I'm looking forward to using this a bit more, and Naked Cosmetics is cruelty-free. And then we have, this is the Col.lab Palette Pro Multi-Dimensional Face Shaping Palette. So we have a highlighter, I think it's calling this a bronzer, 2 contour shades, a brightener shade, and then a blush. Col.lab is cruelty-free, so we'll be keeping this. Then I also have my Studio Highlighter palette. I think I said that Essence was my first highlighter. I actually think that this one was my first highlighter. I got this is from Profusion. I got this palette at TJ Maxx. These 2 are my favorite shades right here. I love them. I mix them together sometimes. I got a lot of use out of this. I probably should throw it away because it's about 2 years old. Profusion is cruelty-free. And then lastly, we have the Stronger Together Marvel Avengers highlighting palette from Ulta Beauty. This has 4 different highlighters. I love all of them. I mix those 2 together. And I mostly use them for my eyelids, kind of like I do the Colourpop Disney Villains highlighter, and I sometimes mix this one in as well. So I really love this. I'm glad Ulta Beauty is different from Sephora in that they are cruelty-free, so I'm going to keep that. So I think this was the most cruelty-free category that I've had yet. So these are all of the products that we are keeping. So we have Profusion, Col.lab, Naked Cosmetics, Ulta Beauty, Milani, e.l.f, Estate, Revolution Beauty or Makeup Revolution, Essence, J.Cat Beauty, Colourpop, Physicians Formula, Hard Candy, Arcade by Kiss, Tarte, Found, Sleek, Lottie London, Dirty Little Secrets, Sugar. Is that it? Yes. So yeah, that's quite a few cruelty-free brands that I already have. So that is all that we are keeping. Oh, and LA Girl. We are keeping LA Girl as well. And then for the brands that we are not keeping because they are not cruelty-free, we have L'Oreal, Benefit, Neutrogena, Lancome, NARS, Revlon, and Rimmel London. And then of course, like I said before, we've got Wet n Wild, which we are keeping to the side and waiting for them to come out of the gray area and into the cruelty-free light. Alright y'all, so that is it for today's video. I just realized that I have my bar in the background. That's what that pink thing is. I've really been getting into bar recently, B-A-R-R-E, as my workout of choice. I've really been enjoying it. My sister found a thing where you can make your own bar because I was gonna just buy one, but she found a way to make your own, so both of us were all DIY and we made our own bars. That is mine that I have right there. Usually I try to, you know, lay it down and hide it so it's not in the background of my videos, but I guess I couldn't be bothered today. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video and would like to give it a thumbs up, please do so. I would love it. Also remember to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified when I upload a new video twice weekly. Thank you so much for watching, y'all, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, y'all.